Hello everybody, this is Medium Jane Hamilton Parker on the 3rd of April the year 2022. Now today I'm going to talk about superpowers and the supernatural world. Two seem to go together, don't they? Especially what's happening with wars and everything at the moment, and the economy and high prices of food and everything. Now superpowers always want to take over the world because they really do feel they want to be some form of a hero, which is nobody's a hero in life. I call a person a hero that saves lives, that don't destroy lives. Heroes like doctors, nurses, firemen, and people that really do care for others. Heroes that save animals, heroes that save children. Now, supernatural powers are beyond anybody's comprehension. Supernatural powers work on quite a high vibration. So even though one might say they have supernatural powers, it doesn't mean they can stop wars. But positive thinking and good energy do work together. So the supernatural world that I live in and that I know about cannot stop wars, but we can do things by bringing people together to try and influence, which is a big vibration, influence to stop wars. Now they cannot send jets and things, and nobody wants the world to finish, but the world really is going through, if you like, a transition of a cleansing of people, realization, to make sure that people in the future, that they can come together and we don't go through another World War III. Because at the moment, though we're seeing all this suffering and we're watching the news and everything like that, loads of people's hands are tied, but they needn't be tied if we all do something by putting all our resources, all our energy and all our love to rescuing people. Because I'm sure for one moment nobody wants wars. Nobody owns the planet in reality. Nobody owns the universe in reality. Nobody owns heaven in reality. Though it can be a living hell here as we're living in this life for some people. Now time is very short on the earth plane, so we like to have good values, good human beings, and reach out to others. Now being a psychic or being a medium, being a healer, being a seer, being a prophet brings many personal responsibilities. Now if you're a sincere person and you're doing it rightly and reaching out to help others, not necessarily for money gain, but really doing good. So if you're getting paid for your work, doing good work, then it's always good to donate or give something to those that are less fortunate. We don't need rewards, we don't need pats on the back. What we do is give from the heart and see those less fortunate. The world's in a terrible state at the moment, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Now what I feel is quite dangerous is not just the threat of nuclear war, is man destroying the rainforest, destroying all the trees, greedy corporative companies, building on all nature, all lands, and all the animals don't know where to go. Now, animals have, if you like, can be superheroes by rescuing other animals less fortunate. How do we, for example, we might have a lion cub that falls into a river, nearly drowning, and the mother, a lioness, will go and rescue that and being a hero in her own way. And we see mothers going into buildings that are set on fire, not one thought for her life, but for her children. Even though she might be scarred from the head downwards, she's still a hero to go and help those children. Heroes aren't necessarily born, heroes are made. Heroes do the right thing, what's right for them. Supernatural powers are way beyond man's comprehension. As Horatio, there's more things in heaven and earth than one can give credit to, and I really believe that, really do believe that. Now, I'm feeling that if we all give out positive energy, all pull together, if we can help those who are less fortunate, even take refugees in and children, and be as one, this is what we're meant to be as one. And being a hero really is having a good heart, helping others. Heroes don't look for medals. My beautiful stepfather was on the Russian convoy in the Second World War. He could see all his friends on fire when the bomb hit the ship, and they were screaming out his name, help me, Ron. And he couldn't help them, and he said, it's a thing that I never forget. And he was rewarded for helping others, for saving some others, but he refused his medals because he thought, why did I live and all my friends and all the people that were on that boat were on fire and some of them died and I'm alive? That's a hero. But a hero that doesn't want thanks, doesn't want a medal, a hero that feels for others, that's a hero. Why do all these things happen? That we have wars, we have illnesses. How can it possibly be karmic, I hear you say? One does wonder about this, very much so. And how many lives do we have to go through from past incarnations to put things right in this life? We can do great things by being very strong, and we don't need superpowers to take over the world. We don't need superpowers to tell us what to eat and not eat and how to destroy things. We need heroes that go out their way to help others. Being supernatural powers can only do limited things. Some people wouldn't recognise supernatural powers. They think by seeing an orb it's a supernatural power. It's not. It's a spirit orb trying to connect with somebody. I mean, how many people say, I can change the vibration because I have supernatural powers? Rubbish. Supernatural powers have always been with us. It's always shown us in the Bible and related through. Supernatural things are happening around us all the time, but because we're in a very materialistic world, very selfish world, that's why we've got to have change. It's an awakening. Sometimes it's not quite the awakening that we want, but we're stuck with. But it's an awakening to bring people stronger together. Now, to me, a hero is like our wonderful queen that kept her dignity in an awful lot of suffering she's had, even with her health. But that lady puts others first rather than herself. That is a hero. Now, in the world to come, we will have such changes. For example, your dreams and consciousness will reflect on a wall. This is what I see for the future. So the world is not going to end, really not going to end. And we will have more news of stem cells that are working. We have a grandson that could have a transplant of a pancreas, but it's quite risky in early stages yet. But you'll find in the years to come, people will be having microchips. We won't be having the pain that we're suffering now. And it feels like to me that it's becoming very high-tech world. We do have robots now, I believe, that do operations and things. So, you know, humanity at the moment is going through a transition period. And I feel the human life is very precious. I do not personally agree with wars or guns. I hate guns. I hate animal cruelty. I hate to see nature destroyed, and I hate to see the suffering of others. But we have superheroes, nurses, doctors and people that are there, firemen, ambulance drivers, and people that are carers. That's superheroes to me. Superpowers trying to take over the world and everything. Nobody in reality